Well, good morning, my little space muffins and my favorite space cadets. I have somebody interesting to look at today. My problem is there's so many interesting personalities and such few times. I thought now would be, I'm not kidding, I have some really good ones in the store, but now it's time to look at Al Gore's chart because he is in the spotlight because of his Inconvenient Truth movie and his current campaigns to work with the environment and the current administration. Oh my God, what a struggle. So you're going to love his chart and you're going to love what's in store for him. I am, however, a little concerned for his health. He's going to need all of his energy for the battles ahead, but he's also going to be dealing with his health. But sometimes when you're looking at a famous personality, you're looking at not only the individual, but the large picture of what they deal with. You and I might have to deal with something in our personal lives, and it's going to show in the chart. But when you have a famous personality like Queen Elizabeth or Donald Trump, it's going to show issues on a larger scale. So this is healthcare. The sixth house is healthcare. At health, it's what you think about in your own personal health, and it has other meanings. And he's had some big battle. I don't know this for he's a private person, but there's some battles going on for his health. Unless he's going to bat for the overall populace in the country he loves. Let's look at the main features of his chart. He is an Aries. Who doesn't love Aries people? They come on like they're Don Quixotes. They say, follow me. Now, it's very important to see if the Aries actually knows where they're going. I love Aries. They're very exciting people. They always heat up the pot. They turn the pressure on, and he has actually been a prophet for the future. So here we have Aries. It's in the ninth house. The ninth house is foreign countries. So he is thinking about the world at large in foreign countries. Somehow he's had more contact than we realize with foreign countries, foreign cultures, and actually foreign people in his life could be in-laws or something like that. Somehow, but the cool thing is the ninth house rules higher religion. I have a loaded ninth house and I'm always meditating. Spirituality is the core of who I am, and so it's true for him. He has a solid background in divinity in a traditional Christian church. I don't know if he's if he has a doctor of divinity, but that's been part of his past. It's been very important to him. Having a spiritual clue for a politician that's balanced can be very important. And he's got Neptune in opposition to his sun, and that shows that religion and his spirituality has been very big in his life, may have led him on his path to feel like he was on a righteous path in a good way. So we're going to look at, this is a 10. 10 people stand alone. There have been times that Al Gore has stood alone in his campaign. He had to stand up and tell people what they didn't want to know. They didn't want to hear it. People want to consume and consume some more, and not be bothered with little trifling things like Mother Earth. How boring. So here we have the thing that's interesting, and we look at the 10 as far as the tarot meaning, and it does mean I stand alone, but I am creative. This is very creative. It's not lonely like the Hermit. I'm very creative. I have all the tools that I need to do what I want, but I stand alone. The 4 of Leo, and I am featuring on Leos. Most of my famous Leos have Leo moons. It's amazing because Leos stand out. They are the center. And if you've watched my other videos, I've talked a lot about how the sun is the center of our solar system, and the Leo feels that I'm the center. So they're the king of the mountain. But this is a 4, and we've seen 4 plenty of times. 4 is really 13. 1 plus 3 is 13. So that does not bode well. You have blocks put in front of you. No matter what the fiery impetus here, this is fiery. This is a fiery character. He comes across as a gentleman farmer, which he is, but he's really just a fiery fellow. He's also, this fire combination gets calmed down a little bit with the Capricorn moon. And I have a lot of Capricorn Al, so if you're still single, please call me up and we'll go eat bran muffins together and worship a sunset. So, and he is a gentleman farmer. He's the son of a famous senator from Tennessee. So he was raised a lot in Washington, and Neptune opposition of the sun to the sun does mean that Daddy was not around too much, but we're going to look over at his moon, and Mom played a big part in who he became.